Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the hero's journey. We are here on the level 64 Shadowknight Rogue Shaman, and we're in the Plane of Tranquility. We're planning on continuing our Planes of Power progression today, and we're going to venture into the Halls of Honor. We've got 2,557 AA points with 20 banked. No changes as far as the character goes, I don't think. I did pick up some spells, level 64 spells that I had in the bank. So I got a new Shadowknight pet. Let's see what else is in my spell book that we got recently. It'd be all the way at the end here. This one was 63. Yeah, so Talisman of the Daiku, group strength dex buff, Talisman of Celerity, group haste buff, Tiny Terror, um, group shrink, which I already have an AA for, so I'll never use this. Petrifying Earth, single target root, augmentation of death, so it's a increased pet haste buff. Also looks like a melee mitigation buff, pretty cool. Increased attack speed, increased strength, increased accuracy, attack, AC, pretty good one. Spear of Decay, single target, disease-based direct damage spell from the Shadowknight. It has a 45-second recast though, so I have not been using this line of spells, the Spear line. It's a fast cast, as you can see. It says 0.5 seconds, although it says 0.9 in parentheses, so I'm not sure which one's accurate. Pact of Hate, that's the a Lich line of spells. It decreases siphons hit points, gives you mana over time. There's the new skeleton pet from the Shadowknight. Looks like he's level 41 now. Scythe of Enorik, single target direct damage against undead. Bane, damage over time, magic based for the Shaman. That high damage on this one, I actually looked it up. It's I want to say 600 a tick or something like that. So I'll have to try that one out. Let's swap that in for, what do we got? Venom of the Snake. We'll swap that one in, try it out. Velium Strike, single target, cold base direct damage, and Breath of Ulthor, damage over time, disease based from the Shaman. So that's what we got. Let's zone into, hopefully, Halls of Honor. Check out the progression guide here. Scroll down to the Halls of Honor. It says we need to go to the northeast basement and find Trindon Fay. Hail him. Follow dialogue. A custodian of Marr will spawn. Kill that, and then Rida Dar spawns, and we kill that. So northeast basement. Like every other zone that I am just venturing into in the Plains of Power, it's been a very long time since I've been here, so I don't remember it all that well. Oh, I probably need to do an instance, right? Where's the echo? I assume there's an echo in here somewhere, right? Over here, maybe? Yeah, there he is. Hail him to a non-responding instance, I'm guessing. Okay. gonna try and remember to use up some of these poisons that I made. I did skill up my poison making to 300, which is the cap. Poison making, make poison right there, 300 of 300. And it gave me a title. Where's the titles? I think it's like Master Poison Crafter or something like that. Yeah, Master Poison Crafter. So pretty neat. All right, northeast basement. Go here. Nope, not there. I was thinking the other day, what, and maybe this would be a question for anybody else watching, what is my favorite one or two or three things about the class I play? So think about that. Yeah, I don't know if everybody watching is also playing a Shadowknight Rogue Shaman, but for your class combo, what is your favorite thing, or favorite two things, or favorite three things? Um, for me, I have to say it's the Rogue Shroud of Stealth. To be able to just walk around a zone like this, like not not ever care in the world, like pretty much nothing is gonna see me, nothing's gonna attack me. I could just stealth my way through, snipe named mobs. Um, yeah, that's probably my the number one thing that I like about this class combo. If I had to pick a second, I would say it's the Shadowknight Touch of the Cursed, the AA ability that makes your melee attacks proc a life tap. At this level, Touch of the Cursed is massive. It's like sometimes I hit for like thousands, and that just comes back as heals. So yeah, very much like that one. Third, I would probably say the Shaman clickable debuffs, specifically the AA ones, Malosinate and Targar Swarm. Those are right up there. So that's my top three things for this class combo. At this point, Shroud of Stealth, Touch of the Cursed, Malosinate, Targar Swarm. I feel like if I had nothing else, I would do okay with just those things. All right, so this guy, we're supposed to talk to him. Hail, hello. All right, Custodian of Marr, he wants to hurt me. But yeah, if you guys watching are playing a different class combo, I would be very curious to hear what that class combo is and what your favorite thing or things are about that class combo. Raidadar, it's a dragon. All right, let's try Bond of Death. Where is Bane? I'll try Bane. Got him. Let's see how much Bane ticks for. A lot. We just had almost a 6,000 hit with Bane. And I don't know if that was a crit or not. And I don't even have my poisons on him yet. There we go. Throw some poisons on him. So when this video comes out, it'd probably be old news, but for anyone that's unaware, there is currently, as I'm recording, a lawsuit going on between the Hero's Journey and Daybreak, who owns the IP for EverQuest, the EverQuest franchise. There's some court filings that are out there. You can find them on the internet. And actually, Aporia posted in the Hero's Journey Discord a link to like their we got a character flag, a link to their statement, basically just saying there's an ongoing legal thing, and like, yeah, there's an agreement in place between the Hero's Journey and Daybreak while the legal proceedings are ongoing, that basically allows the Hero's Journey to keep the server online, let players play, and do bug fixes, maintenance, keep the server healthy, make sure things that are already implemented in the game are working correctly. But they are not permitted to release new content. So that includes the planned feature releases that we're going to include, let's see, Northwest Basement now. The planned feature releases that we're going to include play modes, like official solo self-found, which is basically what I'm playing. Everything I have is I obtained myself. Did not buy from players, did not get it in the bazaar. Anything that I did not get from killing something, which I did purchase from a vendor, is stuff that is unlimited quantity. So it wasn't sold to a vendor by a player. The only things that really come to mind are some of the augments, like this thing. It's like 750 plat in the bazaar off the vendor, but they have unlimited quantity, so I've allowed myself to do that. But yeah, the play modes where you would actually be able to select that stuff as like, okay, this character I want limited to be solo. That would be an option. I want it limited to self-found. That would be an option. I want it limited to solo and self-found. That would be an option. And then they have hardcore. So you could do just hardcore, or solo hardcore, or self-found hardcore, or solo self-found hardcore. So those three things: solo, self-found, hardcore. You can do one, all three, two, whatever. And the game handles all the restrictions for you. You don't really have to think about it. Along with that, they have said that, hang on a second, there will be rewards for participating in those playmotes. They haven't said what exactly, but have hinted at things like titles, nothing game breaking, but something cool. If you're the first one to the level cap and you're playing solo self-found, then you might get X title for accomplishing that. Halls of Honor, we need the Northwest Basement. So this was the Northeast Basement. I'll do the Northwest. I'm guessing over here. Let me turn off that. Yeah, it's going to be over there. So hopefully, assuming the lawsuit is resolved, and the hero's journey continues to be able to operate. Hopefully we get that feature set. One of the things that Daybreak claimed in the lawsuit was that the hero's journey was basically hurting them financially. They were Hero's Journey was, allegedly promoting themselves and siphoning players off of the live EverQuest servers. I'll let people feel how they want to feel about that. I don't necessarily agree. I think it's an entirely different experience. If people want this experience, then they come here. If they want the regular EverQuest experience, they go there. One of their points in the lawsuit, though, was that the hero's journey is facilitating RMT, or real money transfer, for like in-game currency. So they're talking about the echoes of memory in the game. Now, I don't know. In my opinion, that's kind of a yes, it's true. You can donate to the server and get echoes of memory. The echoes of memory aren't. They're just like a. I don't know. It's not like you get special like things for having echoes of memory. You can't like buy gear with echoes of memory. You can't like level your character faster with echoes of memory. Okay, what are we doing here? That guy wants to kill me. The stuff you can do with echoes of memory, aside from like getting server buffs, which I guess helps you level faster, but you're also benefiting all the other players on the server by using echoes of memory to get server buffs. But yeah, like you can get bags, you can get like illusions, like the stuff you can get with echoes of memory are just like neat, almost quality of life things. It's not like game changing stuff. But I see Daybreak's point about like this is their IP. Why should somebody else make money off of it? If that's their argument, then I guess I see that. One of the stipulations in the lawsuit that allows the hero's journey to operate while the lawsuit is ongoing was to take any surplus from the donations the hero's journey receives and put it in an escrow account. So they're still permitted to use those donations for server costs. I don't know specifics about the server. I imagine it's not some physical Dell server sitting in a basement somewhere. It's probably cloud hosted either in GCP or AWS or something. So there's ongoing like monthly costs for that. I could be totally off. Maybe they do have a physical server that they are self-hosting somewhere. Either way, there's costs for that. The internet connection, the power, the time to manage it. Okay, what do we do now? Is there another? Maybe I should have read the thing here. Nope, wrong one. Halls of Honor. Villagers will spawn in the 3 basement rooms. Protect them from the named attacking mobs. Okay, so I gotta go back to other rooms. Sneak hide. Maybe over here. Okay. So while the lawsuit's going on, Hero's Journey is able to continue operations, perform bug fixes, things like that. They just can't release new content. So no planned 4th of July event, no planned um, play modes like Solo Self-Found, no planned, I think they were calling it Dungeon Finder, where you would have some menu interaction in game where you could uh, go to be assigned to go to a dungeon, and I don't know what dungeon. It'd probably be any of many, and that dungeon would be scaled to your level, and it would be hard. You wouldn't be able to just pull the entire dungeon and A it down. There'd be things that would happen, like when this mob dies, it does a massive AE. When this mob dies, it buffs other mobs around it. Things like that were some of the examples that they gave. Um, but yeah, that's a planned thing that they're working on or plan to release if the lawsuit pans out and they're able to continue operating. So the extra money that they have in surplus from the donations goes in a escrow account. There's speculation on what the intent there is. My feel is that Daybreak wants to make the case that they don't need that extra money and that they should give them to them, um, on a monthly basis or whatever. Which, I don't know. Maybe that's fair. If the hero's journey is making more than it needs to operate and there is a surplus, maybe it makes sense to give that surplus to the company that owns the IP to EverQuest. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what the courts say. It seems that Aporia and the Hero's Journey team are optimistic, though, that they will come to some agreeable resolution here with the lawsuit. All right, let me look at that guide again here. Halls of Honor, free rooms. That guy will reappear and we hail him, so I gotta go back, I think, here. Okay, we got a character flag. Let's look here. If you are curious about like the happenings with the lawsuit, I've seen some other players, creators, whatever you want to call the people who put videos out on YouTube, making videos centered around discussing that. Halls of Honor. So southeast basement we need to go to now. One other interesting thing that came out of the lawsuit was there's an LLC. It's called Another Quest LLC that was formed to, I don't know, run the hero's journey or protect the hero's journey. I don't know the specifics about why somebody would create an LLC, but one of them is like legal protections from personal assets. So. What did that say there? The names of the top two people involved in the hero's journey were also mentioned in the documents about the lawsuit. But if you're curious about that, feel free to read them. Southeast basement. Southeast. That would be. Alright. South. That's probably not it. Back up here. Here. And then maybe over there? Southeast. Alright. Making our way to that northeast basement. At least I hope this is where we're supposed to go. These guys floating is weird. I don't remember that. Feels like it shouldn't be like that. Alright, maybe we will actually read the guide a little bit more before we just hail him. Halls of Honor. Southeast basement. Hail him. Follow the dialogue. Custodian spawns. Kill him. A maiden will spawn in the 3 basement rooms. Protect them from the Krees Norathians. Each room will have 4 mobs. After they die, a single harder mob will spawn. Kill each pack in all 3 rooms. After you save them, a plane of rejection will spawn. Okay, so it looks like we're getting close to the end here. Hail him. That. Okay. Kill this guy. I hope that they're not attacking the guys in the other rooms, because I can't be in 2 places at once. Or 3 places at once. Alright, those are dead. Alright, here's boss guy. Okay, I think we're good in this room, hopefully. The other ones, let's turn this on. Alright, they're coming. Here they come. Got them. Okay, where is this guy? There he is. Okay. And I think the last one's gonna be out here, I'm guessing. Okay. Well, at least they wait until we come into the room to start charging. That's good. Okay, comes the named guy. Oops. Twisted shank. Alright. Now what? Check the guide again. Halls of Honor. Planar projection. Wait a minute. Character flag? Did we get a character flag when that guy died? Didn't see one. Maybe there's more. Out here? Maybe? I don't know. No? Each room will have 4 mobs. 3 rooms. Don't let any die. After you save them, planar projection will spawn. You receive your character flag. Didn't get a character flag, as far as I can tell. Wait, what is this down here? Planar projection. I missed it. Hail. Okay. We actually had to hail him this time. In past times we did not have to hail him. Now we need to go to Temple of Marr, I think it said. Halls of Honor. Head and zone into the Temple of Marr. I'm not positive where that is. Planar Tranquility is there. Temple of Marr, Temple of Marr. Looks like there's 2 zonins. So I did look into this stuff, the ornate armor. So that's the second ornate breastplate mold I've got. One of them I got in the Bastion of Thunder. Uh, it's not an upgrade as far as like wearing it, but some of it, the chest piece has a clickable effect. For the Shadowknight, the clickable effect is Black Shroud. Did we get a character flag? Yeah, we got a character flag when we zoned in. The Shadowknight, the clickable effect is Black Shroud. For the Rogue, the clickable effect is one of the shielding lines of spells. Click that off. Click that off. That. It's like not arch shielding. It would be an upgrade to arch shielding, whatever it is. It's got like 300 hit points on it. Some more magic resist. So potential that I may pursue the Rogue chain version just for the clickable effect. I don't think I'll do the Shadowknight one because Black Shroud is just a level 65 spell, so I should be able to get that. The Shaman one is clickable haste, like haste buff, which I don't need, so yeah, not going to do the Shaman one. If I do any of the chess pieces, I'll do the Rogue one. It does involve blacksmithing though, and one of the trivial points is like in the 200s to low 200s to 215, 220, something like that. So there's potential for failure in making. I don't know about the breastplate itself, but the metal for the breastplate. Make your way through the zone to the room with Champion of Marr. Kill him. And then clear the ads and kill Nathaniel Marr, and then receive a character flag. Okay. So maybe we'll do this. I don't know. Can we do it? Where is the guy we need? Let me turn off that. Where is... Nope, not there. Over here. So we gotta kill Ralthazor? Not sure where he is. Oh, you know what? No wonder I can't see him. Didn't make a non-responding instance. So this is the open world version of the Halls of Honor. Oh wait, no, not the Halls of Honor. The Temple of Marr. Okay, so let's drop Halls of Honor and pick up Temple of Marr. Hail here, non-responding. Let's go. Okay, sneak hide. Let's see if I can figure out. Okay, so yeah, it's probably in this room over here where we gotta go. feel like I'm missing a buff, and I don't know what it is. It's a big froglock. Oh boy. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, start killing ads, I guess. Too much. Too much. Okay. Well, haven't had that happen in a while. That's okay. I'll just need to be a little more cautious and kill smaller packs of trash. Let's pause. We'll get back there, and hopefully we'll do it the second time around. Alright, we are back in the Temple of Marr, and I figured out what buffs I was missing. I'm missing my sympathetic buffs, as well as my bunny familiar, this guy, the old rabbit's foot. That's supposed to give me 25% spell damage. And then my sympathetic strike 7 and sympathetic healing 6. I think what I'm going to do is go with that as well, and then we'll go with this too. Alright, now we're all damage shielded up. We've got our sympathetic buffs, we've got our extra spell damage from the familiar. Sneak, hide, okay. We'll be a little more cautious clearing the room this time around. Alright. Okay. Is this gonna be a situation where we gotta kill a couple and then like come back and kill some more after we die? I don't know. We shall see. At least take out some of these guys. I think we're doing okay. We're doing okay so far. Try to target the lower level ones, the white cons. Okay, here. Throw a torpor on. It's nice to have a challenge for once. This is, you know, it's not just close your eyes and mash buttons. Are these guys respawning or am I crazy? Maybe not. Maybe there was just more of them than I thought there were. Alright. Well, we handled that pretty well. Looks like we don't get any loot off of that. Oh, there's another pack over there. I guess we'll go take them out. I have not been a fan of using the magic-based dots, but this new one, Bane, this is strong. I'm seeing crits of like 6k plus, which is nice. I tend to lean more towards the poison dots just for that synergy from the poison phobia, which gets us increased damage. Alright, do we still have a mana stone in our bag somewhere? Yeah, we do. I don't know how much of it. This isn't going to help very much. Maybe. It's helping. Actually used a bunch of mana there. Alright. We do have Canny 5, but I wanted to save the cooldown on that in case I potentially need it during the boss fight. So let's see. I think I'm going to dump Icicle Aura for this one to make room to use Bond of Death so that I will get the heal over time recourse effect there when I do cast it. Let's see, Sneak Hide. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, he looks pretty cool. Is he gonna hit us? Let's see. No, it says he can't see us. Look at that. Nice. It looks like, I don't know. Looks like he could be like Thor's brother or something. Alright, we'll do Malo. Okay. What's he got for buffs? He's got Valor of Marr. It's an attack speed buff. I'll throw a Bond of Death on him. Throw Bane on him. And start poisons. Poison. Ouch. That hurt. Okay, maybe we need a torpor here. I'll go Rabid Bear. See if we can get that haste off of him. Hopefully we don't dispel our own stuff there. Nope, we did. I'll try again. Nah, no luck. Oh well. Get Malo back on him. chaos. Use vengeance there. Okay. Feels like we got this, but who knows? Something might happen. Okay. He's almost easier than that pack of trash that we took out. All right. What do we got? Rogue Dagger. 12% backstab mob. Arachnite Venom. 3219. This is 3019. Also has a 12% backstab mod. I really like Feast of Blood. What does Arachnate Venom do? Negative 30%, or negative 30 resist adjust poison. Decrease movement. Decrease hate. That's kind of pointless. I don't need to decrease hate, and most stuff is immune. Like most of the stuff I want to kill is immune to snare. I don't know. Kind of nice though, especially this. 3219. This is 3019. Lose some AC, gain a few hit points, lose some resists. Yeah, I don't know. I'd gain a little bit of backstab damage, a little bit of base damage, but I lose the Feast of Blood proc, which is unresistible as far as, unresistible dot slash heal over time. So, I don't know. Just a couple spectral parchments and a bow of contortion. 30 AC, 200 hit points, 250 mana. Yeah, not bad. But don't think we'll be using it. Hard to beat this right now. The 60 heal amount, 30 spell damage, especially when we don't really need a ranged weapon. Alright, we did it. That was... hang on, let me hail this guy just in case. Hail. Okay, no, we got the character flag when Nathaniel Marr died. So that was... What did we do? We did Halls of Honor and Temple of Marr. Looks like we got access to the Plane of Tactics, aka Fortress of Zek. If I remember right, Talonzek, Valenzac, and Ralosek are located in there. So that should be fun. Ralosek was always a big blocker to progression. Killing him was always a big I know, a big step, like to show a guild is serious. If they could kill Ralosec, that meant they knew what they were doing. Back in the day, I was in a guild that progressed through Planes of Power, and think we were the first to kill Quorum on the server. It's hard to remember, but I think so. Alright, maybe I see a couple of Redcon mobs. Maybe those are bosses or something. What's this guy? Let's see. Let's see if he wants to beat me up. Yes, yes he does. Alright. Oh, I was hoping you would drop something. No loot at all. It's a bummer. Wonder if it's worth killing the other guy then. Or there's 4 of them apparently. What's this guy do? He had some loot. Bejeweled ornate dagger quest item. Yep, no idea what that is. That's pretty cool. I didn't really look. Oop, I fell in the water. In the water there. I didn't really look at the statue on the way in. Nice. I don't know if there's any point to killing these guys, but they're red cons. They look like named guys, so I figured I would kill them and see if they drop anything. Nothing. Alright. I think that's going to be it for this one, guys. We did 2 more steps to the Planes of Power progression. We're getting closer to getting to the elemental planes, which is pretty cool. Looks like we got the Fortress of Zek and the Tower of Seleucid Row left. So those will be next. Maybe separate recordings. I'm not sure. We'll have to see how long the first one takes. I'm guessing they'll be separate, but we'll see. Yeah, so that was the Halls of Honor and the Temple of Marr with another god slain, Nathaniel Marr. We did pick up some rogue daggers. We got the Dart of Immobility. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. Again, the proc the Arachnite Venom seems like a waste. It doesn't do any damage whatsoever, it seems like. Maybe I'll try it out, but yeah, probably not. Yeah, I feel like even though the base damage is 2 higher and the backstab damage is 4 higher, the loss of the resists, some of the other stats that we would lose, yeah, we would lose 8 heroic strength. Uh, looks like we would lose some, gain a little bit of stamina. Um, gain a little bit of agility. But lose heroic resists, lose some AC. Yeah, I feel like this one that we got from Carefrim is still staying strong. So yeah, that's probably what we're gonna keep using. I want to say welcome to some newer subscribers. I in the past, I don't know if it's controlled by like user, but in the past I've been notified when people have subscribed to the channel. But I took a peek at the channel stats recently and noticed we're up a handful of subscribers. So welcome, thank you. Anyone else who's newer subscriber to the channel. Hope you're enjoying. Feel free to leave comments, ask questions. Let me know what you would like to see me do. Anything you want me to try. Any gear I should be after. Um, or feel free to leave comments about my my thought experiment about what is your favorite thing about your class combo. Um, that'd be cool to hear. Um, yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. So as always, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content. And until next time, take care.